AO just said action. So as you can see, I'm still in pain. I looked at a video that I did recently, the Breaker 19 video. And as I was looking at it, I was like, okay, so there's where my neck started really, getting out of whack. I forget sometimes that, my body isn't what it used to be. That's okay. I mean, I did that for 20 years, or whatever, however long on the radio. That's exactly what I did all the time. Look at all the truckers' Christmas carols. I was really animated over that radio. I was, twice as exhausted after my 11 hours because I wouldn't shut the fuck up for 5 of them. Starting fucking shit on the radio. That was me. That was me. But my God, man, in the middle of fucking nowhere, you're just on a CB, and you're talking to a driver, you're heading in the same direction, you get into a conversation, you pull over to a truck stop, you sit down, and you know how many times I did that? Oh my God, man. Oh my God, so many times. That was the life of a trucker, man. Meeting people. I'll never forget the people that I met at those rest areas that would invite me to join their barbecue. In the middle of nowhere. Me and my buddy, we took a trip across the country and we stopped at Devil's Mountain. And we cooked New York bacon, eggs, and cheese on buttered rolls with coffee. I swear to God, it was like a New York Greek diner on the side of the road. And my buddy, he took out a chair. He's an artist, and he sketched Devil's Mountain. It was amazing. People are walking by and saying, these guys are having a regular breakfast over here. And what did we do? We did it out of the trunk of a 1995 Lincoln Town Car. It was great, man. It was great. 17 days, 11,000 miles. We went everywhere. What an adventure, my God. Aside from truck driving, I've been around the country like 3 times on my own. 3 or 4 times on my own, all over the country. Walk Wisdom, May 28th, 2026. I'm walking down Park Avenue, where I live, here in the neighborhood. And as I'm walking, the dog takes a poop. I'm picking it up, and I see these 2 older ladies. They look like they're walking together, exercise. They got like exercise gear on. And as I stand up, they're walking past me. And I'm like, do I? And all of a sudden I hear, Bobby! It was one of my clients, and, she opened her arms wide and she hugged me in the middle of the street. She said, how you doing? I haven't seen you. I haven't seen her for a few months, since I left the office. And I had this thought. I wrote in 2009, I wrote the book, the life and death of all these guys. Robert, Bobby, JoJo. And in that book, I remember when I was 19, turning 20, I was homeless. And I was walking down Park Avenue in New York City. glittering sidewalks. And I stared up into the sky and I screamed at God and I said, how is it possible that in a city with 8 million people I can be so alone? Still on Park Avenue? No longer alone. Which brought me to the next thought. Fuck the cell phone. There's nothing I can get from a cell phone that will top what life has to offer. No fucking way. No fucking, not even in the same fucking universe. Next thought. I think of that, right? And then I think of my wife, the woman I love. I think back 27 years. Let me tell you something that I want you to know about me, personally. This is by far the most accurate description of a person that can be had in two simple words. I am a, number one, coward. And number two, I am a quitter. It's in my DNA. It is who I am and have always been. Proof? In the 27 years that I've been with my Mary, I abandoned her, threw her in the garbage like 9 times. I think I stopped counting after 9 times. As you know, I've always been the guy that breaks up, right? Coward, quitter. And I'm having this thought because my life changed entirely when I accepted that fact. Every moment of every day, including right now, making this video in this moment, my first reaction to life is run, hide, or get the fuck out of here. So it's been that way. In every fight that I've ever been in, my knees were trembling every time. Maybe not every time, but the majority of the time. Definitely not every time, but, you know, every situation, every relationship that I've ever been in, my knees were always trembling. Every job, every opportunity, always trembling. Ask me how many jobs I've had. Look at my resume. Look at my Social Security statement. So one day, as I'm having this thought, I'm thinking about all the horrible things that I put my girl through. Now, 27 years, I'm not saying it was all my fault. We were growing, you know? But today, in this very moment right now, if I had to do it over again, I'd do it 1,000 times the same way. Because I'm a quitter. But she, nowhere near it. That's why there can be nobody else. The only thing that changed my life forever was the day that I looked myself in the mirror and I said, hello. You are a coward and you are a quitter. There is no running from it. There is no fighting it. It is who you are. Your first reaction will always be to run and hide and get the fuck out of here. However, today, and for a very long time, I may be a coward and a quitter, but I choose not to act like one. That was a moment of liberation for me. Because I was finally allowed to love who I was. I was finally able to accept who I was. It's amazing that I read something once that said that the universe gives, doesn't take. So it doesn't understand the word don't, or can't, or won't. So they say that if you say, I don't want to be a coward, take out the word don't, what do you have left? It works with a lot of stuff like that. Words are very powerful. So I went from I don't want to be a coward to I am a coward, but I choose not to act like one.